Creation supplements are known for producing 100% pharmaceutical grade supplements. They've just released their all new Creatine Monohydrate. It's called Creatine HYDRAPure. We're about to take a deep dive in this raw review.
One of the most scientifically backed supplements on the planet. Creatine Monohydrate will boost muscle power, increase workout performance, and increase lean muscle mass. And no one does it like Creation Supplements' Creatine HYDRAPure.
So in every tub of Creatine HYDRAPure, it's a 500 gram tub and the serving size are 3 gram scoops. So we've got about 166 of those 3 gram scoops. In each and every scoop, it's 100% pharmaceutical grade creatine monohydrate. There's no flavors, there's no fillers, there's nothing that shouldn't be in there, just pure pharma grade creatine monohydrate. So it begs the question, what does creatine monohydrate do? Quite simply, creatine monohydrate is a precursor to ATP, the abbreviation for adenosine triphosphate. Adenosine triphosphate is the fuel that your body uses to power short, sharp muscle contractions when you're doing things like resistance-based training, when you're doing things like playing performance-based sport. You've got more of that adenosine triphosphate, more of that ATP, you've got more fuel, which means you can perform those muscular contractions for longer with more power. It's gonna help boost strength, it's gonna help boost muscle stimulation, and creatine monohydrate is the form of creatine that has been around for the longest period of time. It's got the most scientific validation behind it. It is the traditional form of creatine, and that's what you're getting in every tub of Creatine HYDRAPure. Now, in terms of how it tastes and how it mixes, it's pure pharmaceutical grade creatine monohydrate, so it's completely unflavored. In terms of the weight, it's a 3 gram scoop, but the powder is, it's quite a floury creatine monohydrate because it is that pharmaceutical grade. So a full 3 gram scoop is not gonna be a level scoop, it's gonna be not a heap scoop either, it's gonna be a rounded scoop. So something similar to that. I'm just gonna drop it in this glass and show you guys how it mixes. So without even stirring it, it mixes straight into the water. It does settle at the bottom, and you'll see as I stir it, it kind of goes into suspension in the water. But if I leave this glass for 10, 15, 30 seconds, it will start to settle again. And that's just a part of creatine monohydrate. It is quite a heavy substance, so it is gonna settle in water. So the best way to take it is mix it up straight in a glass or use an MJ shaker, a few flicks of the wrist, a few shakes of the wrist, and drink it straight away. Now, as a precursor to adenosine triphosphate, Creatine HYDRAPure is gonna help boost muscle power. It's gonna help boost muscle strength as well, which means you're gonna be able to lift more weight for more reps and stimulate more muscle growth. If you combine this with a caloric surplus, it's actually gonna help you build new lean muscle tissue. And a little bit of a side effect, but perhaps an effect that you do want, is it's gonna help with weight gain by drawing water into cells. On the side effect side of things, because the serving size is quite big, it does have the potential to cause GI distress or a little bit of an upset stomach. It's not gonna happen to everybody, but you may experience it with any form of creatine monohydrate. And then as a side effect, it is gonna cause that weight gain, depending on if you want it or not, by drawing that water into muscle cells. So what does it compare to? Well, creatine monohydrate is creatine monohydrate. So really it becomes a comparison on quality of creatine monohydrate and price of creatine monohydrate. So we're gonna stack it up, see how it compares to Rule 1 creatine, and then on the other hand, see how it compares to Optimum Nutrition micronized creatine. When it comes to Rule 1, a 5 gram serve tub weighs 375 grams. In the Australian marketplace, it's about $30 more expensive for about 125 grams less creatine. So it is far more expensive. In terms of quality, it's gonna be a similar quality of creatine to Creatine HYDRAPure. On the other hand, when it comes to Optimum Nutrition micronized creatine, this is a micronized creatine, which means it's a very fine mesh, so it may mix a little bit better. Perhaps it's not gonna settle as much as a Creatine HYDRAPure. In a 125 gram serve tub, it's gonna weigh 600 grams. it's gonna be $20 more expensive for 100 extra grams. So the price per gram of creatine, once again, is a little more expensive than Creatine HYDRAPure. So who is Creatine HYDRAPure best for? Quite simply, anybody who's looking to increase workout performance, specifically increase strength and muscle power. It can be used by any gender. It can be used by anybody of any age. There's no restrictions on that whatsoever. And in terms of price and value for money, the 500 gram tub, there's 166 serves. You're looking at $59.95 for the 500 gram tub. So it works out to about 12 cents per gram. It's one of the best value for money, highest quality, pure creatine monohydrate supplements on the planet. Guys, that is MJ's raw review on the all new Creation Supplements Creatine HYDRAPure Pure pharmaceutical grade creatine monohydrate. As always, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, turn your post notifications on your mobile, your cell phone, your desktop PC, your smart TV, and whatever other device you are watching this video on, so you don't miss a beat when it comes to all these new raw reviews and everything else we've got happening here on the channel. That is MJ's raw review, and I'm coming to you from mjfitness.au.